I just figured I would show people what kind of helps me stay compliant with my exercise and resistance training routine, and the X3 bar I personally find is a great tool for doing that. Now, once again, I do not believe this will yield better results than standard resistance training, but I do believe it's a great tool to have around the house in case we see another 2020. It's probably useful to have something that could have up to, 500 pounds of resistance without having to buy all these 45-pound weights that take up all the freaking room in your house, in your garage, or whatever. What is going on, everybody? It is a little bit of a deload week for me. I'm sure some of you might have saw I was on vacation in Ocean City, and I'm going to start changing up the way that I train now. So this week I'm taking it a little bit easy, but I figured while I was doing this, I'm going to show everybody the X3 bar and how I may still incorporate it into my workouts. As I put in a little tweet thread, some of the claims made are a little bit dubious. I do not believe you'll get 3 times the gain from using the X3 bar than you would with the traditional free weights, but it is a tool nonetheless to help you maintain your strength or maybe even build a little bit of muscle depending on where you are in your training journey. So with that, I'm going to show you the X3 bar and we'll kind of walk through everything that we're going to do today. So this is the workout, and as you could see, you start off with a chest press, tricep push down, overhead press, and a front squat, or a split squat as we'll do today, and I'll show you that. And also today we're going to do the deadlift, the bicep curl, the bent row, and the calf raise. Up here is the Elite band, and I have this band from Elite FTS. This one's in between the Elite and the Black band. I will not be using the Elite band because it is very heavy. It is rated for 600 pounds, I believe they said, at full lockout for the chest press and the deadlift, so we're not going to be using that. As you can see, I have tons of bands and other stuff. And here is the bar and the platform itself. So I have the longer X3 bar, which I'm going to be using for the shoulder press. That is the lightest band right there. I don't remember the exact resistance rating for all of these, but we'll just kind of see what we got. This band right here I'm going to be using for the calf raise. This one right here for the bicep curl. This is the shorter bar. It used to be the only one until they made the longer bar. This is the second heaviest band they have. I believe it's about 350 at total lockout. So we're going to be using this one for the deadlift and the chest press. And once again, I'll show you how we do that. And then this band is actually one from Serious Steel, which they actually recommend you get. The difference between this band right here and the other bands is that actually the Serious Steel band is actually 31 inches, I believe it is, instead of 42. The 42-inch bands have a lot less tension when they're not doubled over. So I'm going to be using this for the split squat and the tricep extension to help get a little bit more tension on the quads and then on my triceps as well. So I guess we'll start off with the deadlifts and then we'll go into the split squat, and I will show you all how I would use this currently. As I said, this is a deload week, and I'm going to do the X3 workout a little bit different than they normally would recommend you do it, but I'm going to hit all the exercises that are recommended that you do. So as you can see, you're supposed to do 1 set to absolute fatigue. There's a lot of research now coming out. If I can find the paper, I'll link it. But basically, to maintain all your strength and size, you can actually reduce your overall training volume down to 1/9 of the training volume you use to get there. So as I laid out in one of my other podcasts before, I generally go for the range of about anywhere from 10 to 20 sets per muscle per week, taking them to failure every here or there. I'm usually on the last set, regardless of, unless it's a compound movement. So that was the deadlift. We're going to move on to the split squat now. And like I said, this is not the band that comes with the X3, but you can't get it because it's going to help keep a little bit more tension throughout the entire movement. So we'll do this here. Put your foot over the band, kneel down, and up, and go. Just move this for a second. Same deal for the other leg. So there's a split squat and the deadlift. We're going to move on to the bent row and the chest press. I'm going to use the wider bar for the chest press. The wider bar is going to help get a little bit more chest activated. That's what I'm looking to do with this exercise. And then obviously the triceps will be next with the blue band and the smaller bar. So here's the chest press. It is a little awkward. I apologize for my dog barking to get it on you, but though once you're kind of used to it, it's really not that bad. There we go. So this is going to be the bent row, and we're going to do this to hit the back. I use a supinated grip, which the way that I've always remembered this is like you're holding a bowl of soup. This is basically palms facing away. Pronated would be facing towards you. So that's how we do that. So once again, we're using the blue band. This band's a little bit shorter, but it's gonna help be able to get a little bit more tension in all range of motion. So the way that we do the tricep extension, they have a different one, but you wanna make sure it's kind of resting on your traps, not around your neck. Hands on and go. All right, so now in my left hand, I have the band for the bicep curls. I don't want to pull that up too much. So guys, I just finished up doing the tricep extensions. So we're gonna hook the band in here, and then we're going to do bicep curls, just like with every other exercise on the X3 you do to complete fatigue. So you just step on the platform and go. So up next, we're going to do the shoulder press. As you can see, this is the smallest band, and I'm going to use the wider bar. I just use this because personally for me, the grip is most comfortable for me with the wider bar. As you can see, I don't think I actually showed these side by side. This is the longer bar and this is the shorter bar. The wider bar is an additional cost. I personally think it's worth it just because I get a lot of use out of this system for whenever I can't make it to the gym. So like I said, for me, I find it very, very helpful. So with that, kind of step on here, right? And then up, 3rd time's the charm. So you step on the platform, get up and press. I guess real quick, it probably wouldn't hurt to show you how kind of easy this is to set up. So you see I have some of my bands over there, different equipment. My other band's up there. To set up some of these exercises, literally all you do, here's the plate. I got these guards here just because the sides of the platform can kind of chew up the device, or can kind of chew up the bands. So down right there, and then you see these hooks on here. You literally just round the band through there. So we're going to finish it up after doing the shoulder presses with some calf raises. All right. You want to kind of get into like almost deadlift form. Have your heels actually off the platform, but make sure that your foot is still kind of on top of the band, so that way the weight of your body's there. Hold up and go. All right, so that was a lot of breath. The entire workout of the X3 bar. They also have the band crossovers. I didn't do those today, but you can find all the stuff on Dr. Jaquish's channel. I'll have a link for the X3 bar below. I'm not sponsored. Don't get any kickbacks from this. I just figured I would show people what kind of helps me stay compliant with my exercise and resistance training routine, and the X3 bar I personally find is a great tool for doing that. Now, once again, I do not believe this will yield better results than standard resistance training, but I do believe it's a great tool to have around the house in case we see another 2020. It's probably useful to have something that could have up to, 500 pounds of resistance without having to buy all these 45-pound weights that take up all the freaking room in your house, in your garage, or whatever. So thanks, guys, for checking out. Like, subscribe, and share. And new podcasts will be coming at you very, very soon. Thanks, guys.